Good morning. A little bit later today, but I had to get the boys ready and I wanted to sleep in a little because I'm off today so I can do what I want when I want today. So I'm going to keep reading chapter 24, You Are a Badass, and it might be two parts. We'll see. You know what? This might be a little bit longer one, so let's just get through this, okay? The more you have, the more you have to share. There's plenty of money to go around. You not letting yourself make it doesn't save more for other people, just as making it doesn't take it away from them. The only reason you should feel gross about accepting money for a product or service is if you're scamming someone, not doing or giving them what you said you would, or if you're causing harm in some other way. It's all about contributing to the world by making life easier, happier, safer, healthier, better, tastier, more beautiful, more fun, more interesting, more thoughtful, more loving, whatever you do. Bring something good to the party. If you're coming from a place of integrity or icky feelings you have about not deserving the wealth you desire are a waste of time. Just as any icky feelings you have about money itself are a waste of time. Greedy people do greedy things for money, so don't go getting all up in money's face and blame it for their lousy behavior. Here's a brilliant little spanking in the department from author-speaker Marianne Williamson that I recently heard in a talk she gave. Having money is like anything else, a tool, and if you see it that way, making it not just about you, but about the way you can play a part in the dynamic by which money is used for the betterment of all things, then having money is not only a blessing, it's a responsibility. Having money is a responsibility. Let your inner money critic chew on that for a while. Number 2, second rule of wealth consciousness, get clear on where you're at. Write a little ditty on how you feel about money. Get clear on all your craziness around it, because trust me, if you don't have any money, you definitely have some crazy. Write something along the lines of, so the truth is, I don't really trust money. I want lots of it so I can do whatever I want and make big changes in the world, but I don't believe it'll come to me. Or that if it does, it won't stick around. It never has. I resent needing it. I think people who make it are evil and have bad priorities. I ignore it because I hate dealing with it. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I made it anyways. If it's easier, pretend money is a person and write it as if you're writing a letter to someone. Just get it on a page so that you can look at it. Then break it down, sentence by sentence, and expose your drama around money from the award-winning performance that it is. For example, using this paragraph above. I don't believe money will come to me. Has it ever? I guess so. Can you imagine a specific time and a specific moment that came to you that was really helpful and enjoyable? Yes, I was a graphic designer for 5 years. I got to work with a lot of really cool projects with great people making good money. Any other times? Have you had other jobs or monetary gifts or dividends? Yes. Can you list 5 to 10 significant times that money came to you? Okay, so if you came to all of these many times, is it possible that it could come to you again? Yeah. Can you change your belief from money doesn't come to me to money does come to me? Fine. Yes, I can. Now that you can see the truth, focus on money coming to you, imagining receiving all the money you need. Visualize how you'll spend it and feel it in your bones. Change your story from money doesn't come to me to money comes to me all the time. Make this an affirmation that you walk around saying in your mind out loud, that you write down, read over and over, and tape to the bathroom mirror, etc. Drill it in your brain and in your bones. Another example, I resent needing it. How come? Because I never have enough to do what I want. Is this true? Have you never had enough money to do what you want? Well, there have been some times where I've had money. So is it true that you've never had enough money to do what you want? No. And when you have the money you need to do what you want, do you resent needing it? Not really. How does it feel when you have it and you spend it on something you're really excited about buying for you or someone else. Pretty cool, actually. So is it true you resent needing it? No. Once you've caught yourself in the big fat lie, focus on spending money lavishly on yourself or other people you love, or a cause you're passionate about, or whatever you feel it in your bones. Imagine receiving it and feel yourself filling up with the gratitude for it coming to you. Be grateful to money for the awesome tool it is and for allowing you to feel so good. Replace that story, I resent needing money, with I'm grateful to money for helping me live such an awesome life. Start healing your relationship with money. Sit your broke ass down and write a letter to money and then break it down, sentence by sentence, like I just did above. Really do this, please. And create some new money affirmations. Repeat your new affirmations and feel them in your bones. Walk around thinking about how much you love, love, love money. Did reading that just make you throw up in your mouth a little bit? You're going against some seriously deep ingrained beliefs here. Money is incredibly loaded for most people. So if you want to get over your issues and start making money, spend time on this. You are rewriting a story that is written in blood by you and generations before you that you've been buying into your whole life. So it's going to take some effort to rewrite it and start living it. Number 3, third rule of wealth consciousness is to get clear on where you desire to be. We all need money. We need it to feed ourselves, buy clothes, get shelter, water, medicine, etc. Once it goes beyond basic survival, however, a way to get into the arena is how much money we need if we got guilt and judgment and terror over what it means to have it and what people will think of us if we do. This is where a hell is going to break loose. Of course, none of us need more than the basics to survive, but if we're talking about blossoming into the fullest expressions of our best selves in an abundant universe, we do, which is why I'm assuming you're reading this book instead of one on how to distinguish edible berries from poisonous ones. You don't want money, you don't want to merely survive, you want to thrive in every area of your life, including the area of financial support. Being wealthy means having the resources to provide yourself with everything you need and desire, to share your gifts with the world as your biggest badass self. This means being wealthy, psychologically, spiritually, and energetically, as well as materially. Sorry, got my alarms on. Let's say you've got your own clothing company. You need money to have space to create your design. You need to pay for your materials, manufacturing, shipping, payroll, marketing, and all other expenses of running a business. That's obvious. But you also need to feel happy, healthy, and good so you can do the best work and bring the most awesome products to your customers. Maybe you need to live and work in a place you love that inspires you, or hire assistants so you're not exhausted and spin thread thin, or do things that fill you with happiness like travel and buy your friends dinner, or join a gym, or get a puppy, or buy clown noses for everyone in your office. That'd be funny. Maybe you want to give 20% of your income to help drill water wells in Africa, as well as hire more staff so you can donate some time to doing charity work. It all counts. Feeling like you don't deserve the things that make you the happiest and best version of yourself because it's greedy or it's asking too much ultimately rips off the rest of the world because you aren't being fully supported and, as a result, aren't sharing your highest frequency with the world. Be your best, do your best, demand the best, expect the best, receive the best, and put your best out into the world so everyone can receive your best too. Think of it this way. Would you rather hang out in a world where everyone feels happy and well taken care of and aspires to be the best that they can be? Or would you rather be in a world where people live in fear and shame or scrimp and hold themselves back? What would each scenario do to your energy? One of the best things you can do to improve the world is to improve yourself. It's a grassroots effort. So if you need money to improve your life, get over it already and go get yourself some. Because this isn't just about you, okay, man? Okay? In order to go get some money, get very clear on what kind of life will make you truly happy, and be honest. What kind of experiences and possessions will support you in the work you want to do, and in the kind of life you'd love to live. If you're truly happy, living a simple life in a yurt surrounded by people you love, trading little trinkets you've carved out of cow bones for food, and making just enough to get by, that's one thing. But pretending you don't want more than you already have because you can't afford it, or feel guilty or pretentious or for not wanting it, that's another. That's called being a weenie. Determine what your personal, truest version of success looks like. No comparing yourself to others, please. Figure out how much it will cost, and then set out with steadfast determination to manifest the money you need to create it. The fourth rule of wealth consciousness is raise your frequency. Money on its own means nothing. A $100 bill sitting on a table as a piece of paper, it's the energy around it that makes it relevant. That one $100 could have been slipped into a birthday card from your granny, or you could have stolen it from your best friend who wasn't looking, or you could have earned it by doing something you love or by doing something you hated. In each situation, the energy around money is different. Nothing has any value other than the value we put on it. Similarly, the monetary value we put on things and services has energy. Someone could sell a t-shirt in a store for $10. Another person could sell the exact same t-shirt in some fancy store for $1,000. How much is a gold watch worth? How much is a broken watch worth that was owned by Michael Jackson? It's all make-believe, or rather, it's all what we make ourselves believe. If we believe we're worth $10 an hour, that's the frequency we'll put out, and that's the kind of client or job we'll attract. If we believe we're worth $1,000 an hour, that's the frequency we'll put out, and that's the kind of client or employment opportunities we'll attract. The key word is believe. You can't be shitting bricks and charging more than you believe you're worth and expect to receive it. And you can't charge less than you believe you're worth and expect to flourish because you'll be pissed off. In order to create wealth, you must bring yourself into energetic alignment with money you desire to manifest. 3 people can do the same thing for a living. Let's say they're chiropractors, for example. One makes $50,000 a year, one makes $100,000 a year, and one makes $1 million a year. Is the guy who makes $1 million that much better than the guy who makes $50,000? And how do you put a price tag on his betterness? Is the way he cracks someone's back $950,000 a year times better than the guy who makes $50,000? He may be more skilled or may have more experience, but then again, he may not. But what it is ultimately comes down to is his decision of his worth. He is operating at a $1 million frequency, so that's what he's charging and getting. Money is an exchange of energy between people. When you change your clients from a certain frequency or demand a certain salary, you attract clients and employers who are already that frequency. You're not putting a gun to their head. You're not the only person offering these goods and services. They're free to work with or hire someone who's at a different frequency than you, but they're coming to you. And part of what you offer is the opportunity to meet your frequency. By lowering your frequency out of fear leaves everyone vibrating at a lower frequency. If it's important to you to offer your service for free or rock bottom prices for people in serious deep doo-doo, then you can have a charitable leg on your business, or some sort of scholarship dealio, or find a patron who get grants or seek another means of income that sustains you while you work for free. But exhausting yourself because you need to work 8 million hours in order to survive because you feel guilty charging what you're worth is real low-leveled stuff. You ultimately wind up helping fewer people because they're tired and crabby and less effective. So where are you energetically with what you make? And where do you want to be? You can figure this out by getting nice and clear on the kind of life you desire to live, figuring out what you need to make to manifest this reality, and set out matching your frequency to your desired income. If you're nowhere near where you want to be, keep pushing yourself to raise your prices or seek higher paying jobs. Surround yourself with higher frequency experiences and people. Beef up your education and know-how. Make vision boards of what you want your life to look like again. Again, raising your frequency is like developing a muscle. Strengthening it is a process. The fifth rule. I'm going to break this up and do this tomorrow, okay? We will see you tomorrow.